A new aircraft order, or should I say an extension of one. Lufthansa is saying goodbye to A350s and more cancellations at Ryanair. Want to begin there, where the budget European carrier is making further scheduled changes, with adjustments planned for the country of Germany. See, across the 2025-2026 winter schedule, Ryanair says it will reduce its capacity across Germany by over 800,000 seats. That's right, 800,000, as highlighted with the cancellation of 24 routes at 9 airports. The move will see changes at the likes of Leipzig, Hamburg, Berlin, among others, with certain airports seeing a removal completely and other reshuffles to really change up the way the airline operates through the country. Ryanair's decision to axe such significant capacity in Germany certainly comes as no surprise. It's yet another announcement in a string of repeated failures to address high access costs in specific markets. The budget carrier pointed towards the federal government's failure more specifically to rectify this, and the decision to roll back their previous commitment to reverse the 24% increase in aviation tax, which was introduced in May of last year. When the carrier couples this tax with the soaring ATC charges and other excessive security fees, it is yet to take into account the rising airport costs. This means that many locations in the country have become, as it describes, grossly uncompetitive in comparison to other countries in the EU. Ireland, Spain, Poland, Sweden, Hungary, and regional Italy either have taxes that are significantly lower or are simply moving to abolish these taxes altogether in a bid to better improve the economy and also drive tourism through this, thanks to airlines having easier access and more opportunity to connect markets. Instead, Ryanair says that Germany is struggling and will continue to do so with its planned capacity cuts, as it still only operates at 88% of pre-pandemic levels, with therefore a full recovery still not having taken place 5 years on from the emergence. As a result, Ryanair says it has been given no choice but to call on the German government, including the transport minister, to make the necessary changes, which involve A, reducing access costs that are not only excessive but damaging, and also B, prioritise airlines and the people. With the prospect of no further intervention from the government, Ryanair also says that Germany is just going to fall significantly further behind other European countries, and for them, they make mention of not just this occurring in the winter 2025 schedule, but more importantly across the 2026 summer season, something that the country would want to try and avoid wherever possible. Over to the next story, where Lufthansa will bid farewell to some of its Airbus A350s as part of a group reshuffling that's taking place. The A350-900s will become part of the future flagship product for fellow Lufthansa group member and leisure operator of Discover Airlines. The A350-900 will initially be utilised towards markets such as Orlando, where thanks to the additional range, the aircraft is deemed perfect for longer range leisure destinations, not currently accessible through aircraft that are currently operational. Discover Airlines is targeting the usage of the aircraft to eventually reach markets in South and Central America, Southern Africa, and Southeast Asia, all in due course. With the arrival of the A350, the airline's fleet is expected to grow to 40 planes by mid-2028. This is according to forecasting plans. The growth will be driven primarily by that long-haul fleet expansion. We'll see more A330-300s by 2026, with A330-200s being retired. This is because the company believes the Dash 300s that will be entering service is more ideally suited to holiday and private travel segments. From 2026, the airline will begin the gradual introduction of 4 A350-900s to overhaul its long-haul fleet, while the short to medium-haul fleet is expected to benefit from the growth as well, with up to 20 of the A320s by 2028 as well. And to facilitate all of this, Lufthansa will be making changes. The catch is these A350s that are being transferred from the German flag carrier are seeing their leases expire, and it was driven by these A350-900s actually coming from Philippine Airlines in 2022. They were not initially delivered to the airline, more so they have been transferred to them. They occupied the registration previously of RPC 3503 RPC3504, and the youngest was RP-C3507. All of these have now got a updated registration with the German flag carrier of D-AIVB, D-AIVA, and D-AIVD. All up, now Lufthansa has 31 of the A350s to its name at an average age of 5.4 years, remembering that soon it is planning for the acquisition of the A350-1000. Over to the final story, where the Abra Group has confirmed a strengthening of its operations with another order extension placed at Airbus and lease agreements. The group, which acts as the parent company to the likes of Avianca, will add A330-900s from the Neo family on a lease and look to firm up options for 50 of the A320neos from Airbus directly. For the group, these additional purchases, especially for the 320neo program, complement the existing 88 for the business, bringing the total to 138. This program to play a pretty important role across many airlines within the group moving forward, and these new purchases will also complement a deal for the 737 MAX, which includes orders for 96 scheduled for delivery. So therefore, by the 2030s, the narrow-body program will have undergone a pretty major overhaul, with not just the all-important renewal at various airlines, but also an expansion as we see 200 aircraft part of that new era in the portfolio to grow connectivity between short to medium-haul markets moving forward. Abra is hopeful that the first A320neo will arrive towards the end of this year with Avianca and have the airspace cabin as well. That will conclude today's industry recap. If you have any thoughts, you're more than welcome to drop them down below in the comments. Thanks for your support. Take care, and I'll see you tomorrow.